Greetings. The Invincibles may have never lost, but the Untradeables saved me from rock bottom. As you may have seen from my last video, our efforts during a grueling Team of the Season campaign was capped off by the best red player pick we will ever have. The paradox of this situation is that if you're anything like me at this point in the year, you would rather have FIFA 22 drop tomorrow rather than keep on grinding FUT champs for the foreseeable future. Obviously, that isn't a possibility, so for the sake of the people, we must adapt and try and find a motivation by trying new and exciting players that will make us want to play the game. And that's where another problem arises, because the issue here is that, as you can see from my coin total after selling absolutely everyone, rest in peace Team of the Season Messi, you will be missed, is that we couldn't make up our minds on who to actually buy. I was stuck in no man's land between wanting to do a themed challenge, multiple themed challenges, but also wanting to try the best players in the game. It also doesn't help that I'm constantly paranoid, I'm constantly haunted by the daunting tax loss lurking over our heads, no matter what we end up doing. And as a result, we ended up buying absolutely nobody. And so I present to you the Untradeables. 10 glorious cards surrounding our red Cristiano Ronaldo that were given to us by the grace of FIFA Ultimate Team gods and SBCs. These would be the warriors that would fill the void temporarily while we make up our mind on what to do with our coins, but most importantly, these would be the guys to guide us through our toughest 30 games of Weekend League in June. Or so I thought. Now I say toughest because at this point, finding the will to play and march forward and not rage at everything you see is tough, because while our weekend started off with a few victories, I can't lie to you guys, I was absolutely gone mentally. The Euros are currently on, so all my games have to be played without question before all the daily matches, because I have to witness every single minute of this glorious football. I will sit there through a Wales-Switzerland draw and love hating every second of it. Shout out to my boys, by the way. Every game was a mental battle. If you think Djokovic had it tough coming back from 2 sets down this weekend against Tsitsipas, he has never played FUT champs. It was so hard that I started playing a random 4-1-4-1 to try and find motivation in new patterns and trying to play a nice 4-3-3 variation. But unfortunately for me, it doesn't matter what we play. Every single opponent is rocking the Turkish catenaccio, except in this case, I'm not playing with the same passion as Italy did last Friday, and more importantly, this game being compared to real life and its real life counterpart is an insult, and I humbly apologize. So it wasn't really a surprise that it didn't take long for us to fall to our first opponent. Unfortunately, it would be indeed at only 7 wins and 0 losses that we would find our first hiccup, if you will, in this weekend. And instead of showing the highlights, sometimes a picture speaks 1,000 words, and what more can you know about this game than this picture? Indeed, the stats. Now, I'm always saying the stats are only a small fraction of the story, but my take on these stats, and also having lived through this game, is that after having 68% possession around his box, where he had everyone bar his 2 strikers defending for the entire game and only getting 1 shot, I knew that I was in trouble, because if you're not at your best, you're not going to be able to beat this without abusing the mechanics. And I wasn't at my best. I've already told you guys, I was struggling this whole weekend. When it rains, it pours, and after failing to be at our best, the best we needed to break down our opponent, we concede the most FIFA 21 goal ever. Pretty much, if there was ever a sequence to describe this game, it would start with Cuadrado regaining the ball after losing it, only for R9 to regain the ball after losing it, only for him to cancel Croqueta and get past my whole defense with the most broken, arguably, skill move of all time. I cannot believe the sequence of events. I tackle him on the wing, I tackle him in the box. What the is dog game, bro? Unfortunately, I'm here to report that we would lose back-to-back games and find ourselves at a measly 7-2, and I was thinking, what is happening? We need a streak, and a streak we would go and search for, with Cantona banging it in. That's what we do when the bus is set up. Unfortunately for us, though, Paqueta's right foot would turn into his left foot and find the near post finish equalizer, and so we had to start from 0, with Raja Nainggolan finding the insertion into the box. Lucky that we didn't have that blocked, but it is what it is. And now we work it around again. By the way, look at what happens when people wait for the auto tackle. That's comedy. He's just backing off like, whoops, peace. We'll take the space. Nice little left-footed finish. And fear of God, more like fear of manually defending me. Anyways, we make it 8-2. And so we have Ronaldo at the Ram position. That's why he plays Ram, because either Cantona plays Cam and striker is Ronaldo, or, you know, that's bad. And we make it 9-2. But to make it 10-2, you can see I'm not impressed with me passing the ball to my opponent. He goes up 1-0. The Velociraptor has something to say about it. We win the lottery of cutbacks. And Lazarus says, let's win it 2 times. Ronaldo gets into the box. We get lucky on the rebound, get the nice little 2-1 lead, and building a strong foundation to put us at 10-2. Redemption hour here. We let him loose with his special Ronaldo. Can't be having that. We are 1-0 down again. That's kind of a theme here. Here, great block followed by rebound nation from ourselves. An overhit ball here. I don't get it, man. How's that overhit? And then when it's overhit, how's that even going in? Crazy. So we make it 11, and we face that team. Seeing moments Essien, seeing all these special players. I'm seeing buses. We have to work it up and down to finally have the opening. What a finish! Man, that's so good. Here, he gets the goal. Balls, man. It's alright, though, because we're gonna have to fight. But before we fight, we have to learn that this game is gonna wanna punish us. And he scores that. That is the laugh of a man who is enjoying life. But as life does when it sometimes gives you unhappy moments, it also gives you happy moments. Moment of truth here, right? Who you guys think is the player that will score? Number 1. And number 2, where do you guys think my striker will run into? If you guys guessed that he was going to run into the net and try to impersonate a fish, you are correct. That's exactly what he would do. Meanwhile, our other player gets a pass that he had no right to receive. But we get the lead. Nainggolan, once again, a terrible goal, man. I have no idea how that's not getting intercepted. And then we move on to the Ronaldo and Mbappe Team of the Year duo. Common theme continues, as a pass we definitely should have doesn't get intercepted. It's just a mess all around. He gets the lead. Bro, I don't know why I'm blowing so many leads these days, boys. I really don't know why. But we actually kill him there with a reverse elastico after the fake shot to get the draw. Again, Dembele has something to say, and he slots it in nice, easy, and tidy. And we make one more step towards a fancy elite finish, perhaps. Are we going to get to elite? That block that didn't happen really surprised me, especially for this game. No fear. We go down 1-0. We make it 1-1 with the King. The King is our leader. And this is Ronaldo. We actually closed off the angle. The only way we would have scored was with a chip. And the chip we got. 2-1. Red Ronaldo once again trying to create something. And then he works it into Cantona. Bang it in, baby. And bang it in he did. So we get another win. Red De Jongs, Red Bambas, Reds all over the shop. But we don't care because we score this beautiful shot when we figured out that was the right play. And it always feels nice when you interpret the space correctly. Constant press gets activated. And luckily, we get the 1 in a million break where you get through. Unfortunately for us, we would low-key choke it. But our striker would be there to poach it in and help us with the victory and move on to the next game. Dembele, nice little worked goal. Red Ronaldo with another contribution. Then on the play after that, this is just... oh, baby, man. Look at my face. I'm just disgusted at myself. I need to respect my opponents, man. I cannot be humiliating that much. I don't know how this one goes to Dembele. At least it went where I wanted it to. It was for content, I'm not going to lie. Our final games to get to elite, or are we going to stop? Well, I'm not sure. But Cantona pulls off a wondrous goal. That's what we needed this week, and more of that against these tight-knit defenses. Somehow, though, we missed this. That is the irony. Because I would have understood a tackle on the previous play, but that one, weird. He hits us back, and this is the face of a man who's searching for the most hype song on his PC to let him be motivated for the remainder, and motivated we were as we find the inch for the finesse, and to seal the deal, and win our 17th win. Nice little 1-2. Funny how that happens when people finally lift up their defense. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you myself, Stallion, shaking hands with Gold 2 because we did indeed stop at 17 wins. Much needed rest. I spent all my weekend watching Euro games, and the only way I was going to finish my games was if I was going to play well into the night, and there was no way that was happening. So let's see what we get out of Gold 2 next week, and I'm sure we'll be pleased with a red Neymar for our efforts. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.